This is Angela Taylor with Taylor Homestead Soap, and today's video is about going to and being a part of vendor events. I've been a vendor in quite a few events this year, and I wanted to share the 18 thoughts, experiences, guides to going to vendor events. So number one, choose carefully what type of vendor event you're going to go to. Try various venues to see where your products fit. It took me about a year to figure out that my products did best at arts and crafts events and wine festivals. Number two, weigh how much the vendor event is based on how much you think you're going to sell. For instance, are you going to be able to sell 10 times what the vendor fee is? For instance, if your vendor fee is $65, are you going to be able to make $650? If the vendor event is $35, are you going to be able to bring in $350? Number three, do some history checking to see how long the event has been going on, how many years, and how many people in the past years have gone to the event. Do some checking before you actually participate in the event. Number four, join Facebook groups and talk about the events that they have been a part of and events that you've been a part of. Did you do well? Did you not do well? What were the experiences? There are a lot of Facebook groups out there that will talk about the events you should go to and the events you should stay away from. Number five, invest in a tent. At least a 10 by 10 tent that has sides that come down. I invested in a 10 by 10 tent and did not invest in the sides that came down. And here's what happened to me. I was in an outdoor event and it started to pour rain, torrential rainstorm. I didn't have sides on my tent and had to bring all of my products in closer and closer to the middle of my tent, and that didn't seem to matter because the rain was blowing in and my products, including Bath Fizzies, soap, crochet products, were all getting wet. Number six, when you do your displays, use various levels. Make some of your products high, make some of your products fit low, do various levels. It makes the table look professional and it makes an interesting display. Number seven, set up with a theme in mind. My theme is Homestead, Taylor Homestead Soap. So when I do my display, I do this with baskets, with wicker stuff, with wood, because it reminds people of a homestead-like theme. Also, keep in mind what theme the event is in. For instance, the last event that I went to was a beach theme. So instead of just using tablecloths, I brought my own beach towels and set my products up on beach towels to give it kind of a beachy feel, since that was the theme for the event. Number nine, use business cards. Put the business cards in several different places around your booth. You can put them inside a basket, you can lay them out on the table, you can put them in business card holders, but put them in certain places around your booth. I also went through 3 different types of business cards before I discovered that I should put one of my soaps on the business card. So I wanted to show you my business card. My business card looks like this. This is one of the bars of soap that I made, took a picture of, and then downloaded it so that I could make a business card out of it. I also have a tagline in here. It's Taylor Homestead Soap, and it says traditionally made soap for a traditional way of living. On here is my phone number, my Gmail account, my Etsy store, my Facebook page, my YouTube channel. It's all on this card. Number 10, sell with someone. I went to one event and sold a soap with my friend Stephanie, and we bantered and played and had lots of great interaction with people, but I got my energy from her and she got her energy from me. This last event I sold with my husband and my daughter, and I had a lot of energy that came off of my daughter Kate. So sell with someone. Number 11, draw people in with samples. The last event I did some soap samples and gave them away in little organza bags, In the past, I have given out bath fizzies and actually showed how the bath fizzies work with some water. I've also done body butters, taken a Q-tip, put it in a body butter and put it on their hands, and they loved that. Number 12, with samples and in general, be aware of shea butter allergies and allergic reactions to fragrance oils, and make people aware that your products have shea butter or have fragrance oil in them. Also provide alternatives for people like this. For instance, I have a soap that is a facial soap made of activated charcoal, olive oil, and aloe vera, so that, and it's fragrance free on top of that. Number 13, listen to customers and what they need and what they want. For instance, I had some paws that I made, and I had quite a few people come into my booth and they thought that the paws were made for dogs. So that tells me that there's a market out there for dog shampoo. So in one of my next videos, my goal is to research what is pH balance for a dog and use those oils to make a bar of soap for a dog shampoo. Number 14, be able to tell about your products and their ingredients. Number 15, use both fragrance oils and essential oils. I generally use essential oils for products that stay on the skin, for instance, like body butters, and I use fragrance oils for things that you wash off the skin, like soap. Number 15, if there's a story behind your soap, tell the story. For instance, I made Crossing the Rainbow Bridge soap, and when people are interested in that soap, I tell them why I made it. So if you'd like to see that video and why I made Crossing the Rainbow Bridge soap, you can find this card that is, I don't know, here or here, and watch the video about why I made the Crossing the Rainbow Bridge soap. I have another set of soaps, which are soaps that were designed after my favorite children's books. And so I laid the books, the book covers out and put the soaps on top of them, and then I explained that these soaps were based on some of my favorite children's books and that I was a teacher. Number 16, when you're buying molds for a vendor event, don't go crazy with it. Buy only the molds that you need. For instance, I bought dog paw molds, and I bought them because I was asked to make dog paws for an organization last summer. So I have used those molds over and over again and have not bought, just off the cuff, any kind of molds. I always buy molds based on the need at hand. I will put the dog paw mold making soap up in this card over here, and you can watch me make the paws that I use using this particular mold. Number 17, have a discount section. I have a discount section. I discount it to like $2.50, and these are all soaps that are they just need to go. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just soaps that were older, made a year ago. They still smell fine, but they just need to go. Put those in the back of your store so that people have to walk through your main products to get to your discount soaps. Often people will buy some of your newer stuff after they have looked at some of your discount stuff. And number 18, be friendly and welcoming. Engage in conversations with people. Find out their stories and really care about what they say. Look them in the eyes and care about what they're saying. They're people just like you, and everyone has a story to tell. If you tell your story, they'll tell theirs, and then you've made a human connection, and that's what it's about. So I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel, please, and leave a comment below if you have sold at vendor events. Tell me about some of the experiences you have had and any guidance that you can give to others or to me that I left out during this video today.